Hello everyone and welcome back to the Spiegel Mom Scraps channel. It's Caitlin here with another process video. Don't forget to use my code Caitlin15 for 15% off your next order. Today I'm doing a different sort of project. I'm doing a pocket letter. I joined a little pocket letter swap group for the first time last month and they're due in August. So I decided to make mine summer themed. So I'm using this paper pad by DCWV called Joy de Vere. I have no idea what that means. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly, but it's a really cute paper pad that I picked up on clearance at Joann's. Now, if you don't know what pocket letters are, essentially they're an adorable pocket page. So you make one pocket page decorated with cards and stickers and a bunch of things. Then the other side, you put in little goodies to share with the other person. So I do show you a little bit of what I'm sharing with the other person, but just in case she's watching, I decided not to film all of that. But there are tons of pocket letter videos, but I decided to show one today here on Spiegel Mom Scraps channel so I can show you guys my beautiful shaker pocket that I made, which is another common thing in pocket letters. Usually the middle section is a shaker pocket and you'll either fuse it or washi tape it closed and the other person will cut it open so they can use those sequins if they'd like to. So there are so many beautiful papers in this paper pad, and it's a brand new paper pad to me, so I'm glad I'm finally cutting into it. But this is the typical size for a pocket letter. These little pockets are smaller than 3x4. I don't have the exact measurements with me, but you'll see me measuring with pencil instead since they're like such an odd shaped. These are actually also considered baseball card sized. I know a lot of people buy their pocket letters that way since they're a little bit cheaper than actually buying the scrapbooking branded ones. But I'm just going to flip through this paper pad several times to pick out the ones that I'd like to use on this letter. Again, like I said, I want this to be a surprise for her, so I'm not going to tell her who it is. She knows who I am. She knows my name, so she might know who I am or that this is my video. But let's hope she's not watching, so she doesn't know what it's going to look like. But I've sent this out already, and hopefully she'll enjoy everything in here. So you'll see that a lot of cards in this cut apart sheet that I took out of the paper pad are 3x4, which means I have to trim them down, and a lot of images on these cards are actually pretty much taking up the whole card. So I did have to trim off little bits and pieces of those just so they fit nicely into the pouches, which is fine by me. You can still use them if she wanted to, but I really like the wording. I'm not great at making clusters on 3x4 cards. I find that it's very difficult for me since there's less space to work with. I like larger clusters and building them out and having this small little rectangle to work with. I like these larger quotes and then adding a tiny bit of embellishment later is how I'm going to do pocket letters. And like I said, this is my first pocket letter, so if I did anything wrong, don't come at me. But there's always different ways to do things, so I'm just doing it this way because I wanted to. But if you haven't tried a pocket letter before, you can find tons of groups on Facebook and probably here on YouTube as well as Instagram for exchanging pocket letters. And it's just a fun way to play with your supplies without having to actually like put down a story or anything like that. It's just fun to play with paper sometimes, and this is a great way to share items with other people. I am exchanging within the US, but you could also do international pocket letters, and then you can get unique things. So I also pulled out these doodle bug pieces over here, which is what's in this little pouch that I'm sending her. I pulled out a bunch of die cuts to put in that little pouch, which is just a little white. It's not a glassine pouch, it's just a regular pouch, but now I'm going to work on my shaker pocket, and I did write all of the mixes at the top of this video since I'm using so many, but I'm starting with the Rainbow Bright mix, and then I'm moving on to the Hello Colorful You mix, and I'm just going to pour a little bit of each one in here and then mix them up as I go on. But again, since it's a shaker, they'll mix together anyway. This one's one of the newer ones called One in a Melon, which was designed by one of our customers. If you guys haven't checked it out yet, check over on our Instagram to learn how you can design a sequin mix. Too Cool for You mix, which I don't think is any longer available. That one's sold out. And then Freezin for a Reason, which is a really cute name. I love the yellows in this one, even though there's very few. It's just a perfect butter yellow. And also a bunch of pinks, which matches this perfectly. And then lastly, I'm using Sunny Days Ahead, which is the oranges and yellows. And there's not a lot of orange in this pocket letter, but it's such a summery theme that I just had to bring in more summer colors. So that's my little sequin pocket there. I used 6 different sequin mixes, and those will all be linked down below if you're interested and if they're still available. So next up, I'm going to start the decorating portion, and here's some more of these doodlebug pieces that I was talking about. I featured these in one of the haul videos over on my personal channel, so you can check that out if you're interested. But so far I've pulled out a couple different banner pieces. So far only one of them I know is staying, and it's this one that says "You're the sprinkles on my ice cream" on the right side on the diagonal pattern. But there's so many cute die cut pieces in this kit that I just couldn't pick one. And then I was looking for which washi tape I wanted to use to close my shaker pocket, and I ended up finding a watermelon washi tape. This is by Scotch brand, and it's absolutely perfect for this shaker pocket, which is ice cream, popsicles, watermelons, pineapples, all that stuff. Actually, I don't think I actually used any watermelon paper, but we'll pretend we did because I included watermelon washi tape. I pulled out this Recollections die cut, which is just a little flower, and I'm going to be decorating this card first, which has light yellow pineapples on the background. I found a pink paper clip sitting around. This is just a great way to use up so much of your stash. Not so much, but a little bit of your stash if you're really interested in using like unique things. You can do all sorts of themed pocket letters. You could do monochromatic, you could do Christmas, you could do Easter, you could do any holiday, you could do nature, you could do colorful like I did. There's just endless options, and it's really fun to exchange with people who either have similar taste as you or just like exploring different things. So now I'm going to pull out this chipboard piece from Bo Bunny. I love the contrast between that ombre yellow and that bright pink background. And again, these are from the Modern Miss Bo Bunny collection. I've had this chipboard sheet for maybe a year now, and I'm really trying to work through it. And I'm slowly getting there, but soon enough it'll be hopefully finished. Now I'm looking at this Echo Park sticker sheet, which is the Hello Summer collection. I did use a bunch of pieces off of this. 12 by 12 sticker sheets are something I've been collecting recently. Most of my hauls featured those because I've been finding them on great deals. So I decided I should start using them more, which of course we're supposed to be using everything more since we keep building our stashes up. But as long as I'm using something, it's good. So here I finished this card. This is just a little orange and yellow and pink card, which is really fun. And I did tuck it in, but I will pull it out again later to work on some other elements of it. Right now I'm looking through a little piece of, I have a little bowl on my table that keeps a little bunch of various things that I like to pull out sometimes. So I was looking through that and didn't find anything yet, but I will pull out something later to use. There's another one of those 12 by 12 stickers, and then I'm going to glue down my little saying here that says "You're the sprinkles on my ice cream." Since I do have some ice cream featured on this, I thought that was really cute. And the colors between both of these collections, the DCWV collection and the Doodlebug collection, are absolutely perfect. They go together flawlessly, and I really enjoyed using them. So here I pulled out some puffy stickers. I have these Pink Fresh Studio ones, which I pulled out a little rainbow, which I thought was super fun. I know I won't use a rainbow on any normal layout, especially this one. I like a traditional looking rainbow, and this one's a little untraditional, but I thought the colors worked perfectly with that bright yellow to use on this. And I also have some Recollections puffy stickers, which I used a bunch of these. They're a very tropical, bohemian feel. I used a lot of little flowers, and there's also little citrus pieces and lots of little branches and leaves, including those like palm leaves that are very tropical feeling. So I included a bunch of those on like each of the cards, just so they had something that was sort of keeping them all together. So this is very cohesive. Although all the papers are from the same collection, adding other cohesive elements really helps bring together the pocket letter. Or if you're working on a pocket page, that's an easy way to do it. So I have most of them out of their places now, I believe. So I'm using some of the heart puffy stickers and some of the little, there's like a little lemon puffy sticker. There's a bunch of icons in this DCWV collection, which is perfect because I don't tend to use icons very much, but for something like this, it's absolutely perfect. It's super adorable to use the cotton candy and the popsicles and the pineapples and the watermelons and the rainbows and the ice creams. You know, ice cream's more practical, but I don't even eat pineapples, so pineapples aren't really practical for me, although I do plan on using them during vacation layouts and tropical things like that. So I do have one empty pocket right now, and I also have some emptiness on the bottoms of a bunch of the cards. So I go through my washi tape and find this little mint colored one to include on my popsicle that says "You are so cool." Yellow washi tape to include underneath my hello heart. Again, washi tape all the time. Washi tape is something I'm very bad and good at collecting. Good because I get it really cheap and it's fun to collect. Bad because I have way too much of it and I'm not using nearly as much as I probably should be on every layout. But this one I used, I think, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 washi tapes, which is pretty decent. I mean, I used maybe less than an inch of some of them, but every little bit counts. Here I'm using a little chevron piece, which is from Joann's paper pack that I got once. And I pulled out this little butterfly from We Are Memory Keepers Flower Girl die cut collection, and I thought it looked beautiful with the florals up in the top right. And I just glued that down there. And next up, I'm just looking through my die cuts that are right to the left of my workstation here. And I'm going to pull out a couple more pieces to try to use, including these acetate numbers, which I really wanted something to put on that ice cream page, something subtle so it didn't cover it all up. And what I did find was absolutely perfect. I found these little toothpicks, and I've had these for a while. I bought them at Joann's, but essentially there's little ice creams on toothpicks, and I just tucked those into the pocket, didn't glue them down or anything, just so she could use them if she wanted to take them out. Now I'm super speeded this section up because I'm just going to glue sequins around all of my little cards here, and this is the one in a melon sequin mix. I just thought the pinks and greens looked best together on all of the cards, so that's what I went with. But this pocket letter is almost complete. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. I do have close-ups at the end, so you can see it up close and personal, so you can actually see all the details. But again, I hope you guys enjoyed, and try making a pocket letter soon. If you'd like to see more pocket letters by me, let me know in the comments down below. And also let me know if you've ever done a pocket letter. I don't know if that really is into the scrapbooking world a lot or not, or if that's something else completely different, but I'd love to know. So again, thank you so much for watching, and be sure to use my code if you visit the Spiegel Mom Scrap store. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!